If your income disappeared for 1 month, would your life collapse? Not emotionally, not dramatically, practically. Would the rent pause? Would the bills wait? Would your stress stay quiet? Most people don't live paycheck to paycheck because they earn too little. They live that way because of how they think about money, and that is harder to admit. And the problem living paycheck to paycheck is not always about poverty. Many people earning $25,000 live paycheck to paycheck. Some earning $80,000 do too. The common thread is not income, it's fragility. Your money comes in, it flows straight out, nothing stays, and every month feels like a reset button. You promise yourself, next month I'll be better, but next month looks exactly the same. The anxiety builds quietly. You avoid checking your bank balance. You delay looking at your credit card. You feel responsible, but slightly out of control. It's exhausting. And the most dangerous part? You start believing this is normal adult life. But it isn't normal. It's common. There is a difference. The psychology to stop living paycheck to paycheck. You must understand one uncomfortable truth. Your spending is emotional. Not reckless, not foolish, emotional. When you feel stressed, you spend to feel relief. When you feel behind, you spend to feel equal. When you feel tired, you spend to feel rewarded. Money becomes a coping mechanism. In the UK and the US, we are trained to consume before we are trained to build. You see lifestyle upgrades everywhere. Better phone, better clothes, better apartment, better experiences. And slowly, without noticing, your income rises, and your lifestyle rises with it. This is lifestyle inflation. It feels harmless, but it traps you. Because the moment your expenses rise to match your income, you have removed your margin, and margin is freedom. Living paycheck to paycheck is rarely about mathematics. It is about identity. If you see yourself as someone who earns and spends, you will always cycle. But wealthy people, quietly wealthy people, see themselves differently. They see themselves as builders. Builders keep a portion of every brick. The shift. How do you stop? Not with extreme budgeting. Not with cutting every joy. Not with punishment. You shift your order. Right now, most people do this. Earn, spend, hope something is left. You must reverse it. Earn, keep, spend what remains. This is not dramatic. It is disciplined. Start small if you must. 5%, 10%, even 50 does or 100, but it must leave your account first. Before subscriptions, before shopping, before just this once. Because what you keep shapes who you become. The second shift is emotional. You must become comfortable with delayed gratification. Not because it sounds mature, but because it rewires your brain. Every time you don't upgrade something you can afford, you build internal strength. Every time you resist a purchase made out of stress, you build awareness. You are training yourself to separate feeling from spending. That is rare, and rare behaviors create rare outcomes. The third shift is clarity. You cannot escape paycheck to paycheck living if you avoid your numbers. Look at them calmly. No shame, no drama. Write down monthly income, fixed expenses, variable spending, debt, savings. Most anxiety decreases when numbers become visible. Avoidance keeps you stuck. Clarity gives you control. A hard truth. There is something else few people say clearly. Some people stay paycheck to paycheck because it protects their ego. If you tell yourself, I don't save because I don't earn enough, you protect your identity. But if you earn enough and still don't save, you must confront your habits. That is uncomfortable. Growth usually is. Financial stability is not loud. It is quiet. It is knowing your bills are covered next month. It is having 3 to 6 months of expenses set aside. It is not panicking when something breaks. It is boring, and that is the point. Peace is rarely exciting, but it is powerful. What changes? When you stop living paycheck to paycheck, something subtle happens. You stop making desperate decisions. You don't take jobs purely out of fear. You don't tolerate situations because you're financially trapped. You don't swipe your card to change your mood. You move slower. You think longer term. You start asking different questions. How can I increase my skills? How can I build assets? How can I make my money work quietly? You stop surviving. You start building. And building feels different. It is less emotional, more intentional. If you are living paycheck to paycheck right now, this is not a judgment. It is a starting point. You do not need a dramatic reset. You need a structural one. Keep a percentage first. Face your numbers. Delay small comforts. Build margin. Do it quietly. Do it consistently. And in a year, your life will feel lighter. Not because you earned millions, but because you removed fragility. If this way of thinking resonates with you, not loud, not flashy, just steady, consider staying close to this channel. We talk about money the way it actually shapes your life, calmly, honestly, without shortcuts. Your future stability will not come from motivation. It will come from small, repeated decisions. Start with one this week and let it compound.